Hey, it's a bit of a busy morning, isn't it? Wow, great. For those of you that joined us on Zoom, all 19, I think we had at one point. So, how fabulous is that? That's just great. So, we'll just keep plodding on. Breakfast. Yummy. Good morning to you. Good morning. And welcome to St. Paul's Facebook page. I'm all of a doodah. I've already been on once. And it's all a bit, it's fantastic. I love it. Yeah. I think we'll have a bit of a, we're looking forward. I think we'll have a bit of a week of it at Easter. I think we'll really go for it. We will. And we'll have lots of lives. So good morning again, Lynn Sabin and Lynn Faulkner, Linda Buschetto. Good morning. And we are, Linda Buschetto, we are actually trying to get it that you can phone in to the Zoom. So we're practicing that, Linda. So I know that you'll be able to do it, because people have this morning. So good morning again, Eileen. Oh, and now a chat. I know, it's great, isn't it? It's so good. You could sit here all day doing this. It's quite a good job, you know. It's good work if you can get it. Talking about Jesus all day long. I just love it. Morning, Hyacinth, and morning, June Brown. Tracy Alty, good morning. And Pat Spruit, hello again. And to you as well, Judith, hello again. It was great to see all your faces this morning. Bonus, it was. So that's really very good. Just managed to get myself a quick coffee and I'm munching my way through breakfast. So excuse me. There's a little banana. How are we all then? We're going to have... speak with your mouth full, Wendy. That's rude. Mother would be batting me around the tab at this point. What you doing? So, maybe it would have been my granddad, actually. Or my mama, my grandma. Quite possibly my grandma at that point. She would. How are we all then? Are we all right? It was good, wasn't it? Still got my pyjama bottoms on. I know, I keep thinking about that. I have got my slippers on now. I'm fully dressed, but I have got my fluffy slippers on that I was bought for Christmas, because that's nice. They're under the table so you can't see me, yes. But I like it. I like it lots. I like getting dressed up. I do. Judy. Oh, so you've got a mate there. Eileen's got her pyjamas on too. So we had as well, so we've had our Zoom service, which was just great. And then Tracy Orty, what are you saying? No, she didn't just have a pyjama bottoms on. I have it on good authority for the pair of them because they were on the screen. So this part has to at least look some kind of wonderful, doesn't it? Morning again, Anne Gamble. So... I better just put the heating on today. I didn't think it was cold this morning. So, can you see Pat Spruit's message? So, if you want to telephone in to the service as well as Zoom, right, please do, because it's all there. It's available for you. We are inviting you. That's what we talked about this morning. We are inviting you to join us. Accept the invitation. Because we talked a bit about, I talked a bit about Jesus and his first miracle, the wedding in Cana. And just in the little tiny place. And it was, that's where he chose to do that first miracle, turning water into wine. Making something... that we would consider boring. Pete's dad used to call it council wine. Council wine, that's what he used to call it. I'm just going to have a drink of council wine. And of course it was water out the tap. Now, some people would say that water out the tap is disgusting and you need bottled water. I'll leave that to you. I mean, personally, I can't see any difference, but I know that some people swear by bottled water, and that's fair enough. Lots of people have filters, don't they? Could do with a filter in our life, I think, couldn't we, as well? We could. So, yeah, you can see Pat's number there, look. So do, and Lynn Faulkner says it's dead easy. She did it yesterday for our team meeting, and she also has done it today. And there's Marion. Good morning, Marion. Good morning. A few of us on today. There is. Good to see you. Yeah, it is. What else have I got to say? Thank you to those people. That's really important. Thank you to those people that have contributed to our funds. You'll know that the boiler's been paid for, and now even though we don't have, I don't think, any chance of meeting the whole of the parish share, this is something that we have to pay towards my wages and towards other ministers, other vicars' wages as well. So it's not just about the wages, it's about everybody that works for the Church of England. So it's not just about me. So please, if you're looking on Facebook and you see that I'm on 40 grand a year, I can tell you I'm not. I'm really not. No. That'd be a lot of money, wouldn't it? Anyway, thank you to those people that have contributed to the funds for the parish share, which is what we pay for me and all the other people that work in the Church of England. It goes into a big pot, and so we're very grateful of that. We're a bit short this year, but as I explained, we have had 2 new boilers as well, and we've had to raise funds for that. So can't do everything, can you? With £3,000 off our £40,000 that we paid each year, we pay that. And then, of course, on top of that, there's the gas and the electric and the running cost of the building. So it costs a lot, doesn't it? As you know, it costs a lot. So I was thinking about when we were when I did few little thoughts about the wedding in Cana this morning. Just moving swiftly on, like you do. I was thinking about what role would you play? Where would you be? Would you be partying? I'd be in the back, wouldn't I, with you guys making up the sandwiches. I would, making sure the teapots were full and the plates were kept full. We do miss those times because hospitality is the name of our game at St Paul's. And it's always been there, always in different forms. I know it has. If you think back to all those, all those years, 100 plus, that the building's been around, it's all, it's been such a fantastic building. And now we're thinking of new ways. Yes, we've got live. Yes, we've got the Zoom services. But we haven't got the building at this moment in time. So I'm not a lover of custard, Tracy. She's just put her thingy up with custard goes well with banana. I'm not a lover of custard. I prefer double cream. The thicker the better. But like that wedding we had this morning, when that building's open and we can all meet safely, my word, it's going to look like a wedding. We're going to decorate everywhere and we're going to really go to town and we're going to make it the best. It'll be the bestest and the biggest party ever when we get back in, won't it, Judy? It will. Absolutely. So we're definitely going to do that. So until then, we have Zoom, we have lives, And we just get by the best we can, don't we? Telephone calls, emails, texts, all that. We just have all those things that we have to rely on. And Wendy Murphy never thought that she would say that she would need to rely on this phone. And that, you know, there was a time when I thought that I could know every member of my family's phone number. People would say, "Oh, I need to ring so and so. What's the number?" You know, number of one of our houses was 0115 922 427. Wow, I could do that with all of our family's numbers. Now you've got no chance. Got no chance at all. I mean, if you lose your mobile phone, you've lost your life, haven't you? Quite literally. You know, it's like the laptop. The more I've had to Zoom and the more I've had to put things on laptop to save them, you know, there was a time when I used to handwrite everything. But we have to move along, don't we? We have to move along with technology, and I've been brought kicking and screaming into the 21st century with emails. There's nobody that's detested them more than me, I can assure you. There isn't. So, not at all. But you just have to get to that point, don't you, that if you're not going to participate, if you're not going to take part, which then enables you, doesn't it? If you choose to take part, then it means that you are part of something. If you choose to, I'm going to get to that, or I'm going to be at that, or I'm going to press that button, then you've done your part, haven't you? You've played your part. And we all play our part in St. Paul's, don't we? Doing what we do best, which is, as you're quite right, Eileen, it's hospitality and friendship. Look at the food and fellowship, which we mourned yesterday. But only for the moment. You know, we just have to look at new ways of doing things, don't we? And new ways of being and new ways of building each other up. And we will. And we'll be part of that. So we had a lovely song. We had, at the end of the service, we had Servant King for Judith. And that was, no, not for Judith. It's because your name's down there on my screen. We had it for Eileen, I think, because that's a favourite song. And if you're looking at all those different people that would have been involved in that wedding in Cana, all those different servants all playing different roles, I wonder where you would have been in that party on. Where would you have been at that wedding? Would you have been sitting at the table, waiting and watching? Where's the food? Why ain't it here now? Or would you have been in the back making the tea and wondering, why has the wine ran out? Because we've all got a part to play, haven't we? It's not just about us being at the front, is it? To enable us to be at the front and do what we do, we love and rely on those people that are behind the scenes, don't we, as well? It's like when you're doing a grand production, not that I would ever say that we're a performance, but it's all those people, when you go to the theatre and you see that wonderful show, it's all about, you know, what's happening behind the scenes, isn't it? Because that's the only thing that can make it, and that's the point I'm trying to make, not about the grandeur of it, but about those people that actually have a part to play behind the scenes. They don't want to be up front. They have no desire to be up front, but actually they can still play their part. And so we have a part to play. Maybe you need to think about what your part is, especially for when we get back into the building. Or maybe you can think of a part that you can play for now, can't you, as well? Maybe you can do that. One big beautiful church family, that's right, isn't it, Eileen? Yeah. Yeah, I thought Philip led us beautifully this morning through that service, and we are a work in progress, as we all are, aren't we? My hair's very long now. Look, again, it is. So keep putting a roller in and making sure it stays there, but it doesn't, of course, because it's too long. Oh dear, what we like, to be fair. What part would we play? Anybody got any, are you thinking about that? What part would you play at the wedding? Or would you just be a guest and expect to be waited on hand and foot? Where's the food? Where is it? Because actually, you know, we're all here to serve, aren't we? Because if we love Jesus and if we have Jesus in our lives, then, because he was the servant, he was the role model for servant. You remember, you know, he came to serve, didn't he? Which is a song that we heard at the end of the service. You know, he wanted to serve people, and so what he did, he that first miracle was a service, if you like, wasn't it? You know, there was a need, and he answered the need. And it was hard for some people that were there because they thought, well, what's going on here then? And sometimes people they'll wonder, won't they, what we're on with. Well, what are them Christians doing now? You know, because actually they think, don't they, that being Christian is all about being boring and wearing black. And I know I've got my black collar on today, but the rest of me isn't black, I can assure you. And I'm not black. And they think it's about being boring and po-faced. And I think that, yes, that's, you know, there are types, isn't there? That some people will be po-faced. I hope that that's never me, but who knows? Because we don't stand in judgment. But, you know, it's about enjoying the love and the life with Jesus. And so that's what we have to do. You see, sometimes we want to save things, don't we? We think, I had a conversation with a young person and said, oh, well, you know, when this was ages back, when I'm your age, you know, then I'll get Jesus in my life because, you know, that I want to have a good time first. And actually, you know, you can have more than a good time, you know, with Jesus in your life. It's just a different good times. It's like I said this morning, you know, we fill our lives, don't we, with all sorts of junk. I'm talking to myself as well, all sorts of junk. And yet, we can actually fill it with so much more because we can fill it with Jesus' love. Oh, can you see that, Lynn Faulkner? So, Tracy Westerman says that Pete's favourite hymn is All Things Bright and Beautiful. Eileen, I think if you value your life, you will leave that to rest there. It's not that Lynn doesn't like All Things Bright and Beautiful at all. There is sometimes when she plays it a lot. And there's lots more wonderful hymns, isn't there? Isn't there for us to sing? Yeah. Yes, it does, Judith, doesn't it? You know, I think that, you know, that's what we need, don't we? A purpose. And what finer purpose can we have than to follow in that servant role, to serve people? That's what we do at St. Paul's, isn't it? We serve people. You know, we serve on a Sunday, we serve on a Wednesday, we serve on a Thursday morning. We serve, because that's what we're best at, serving. Our hospitality, that's what we do. We're just serving all the time. And those times will come again. They may look different, but those times will come again when we can serve. And they may look differently, like I said, but then we'll take that on the chin until the time when we can do them differently again. So it is all about change, isn't it? And change can be a wonderful thing, can't it? It can. A wonderful thing. We just have to embrace where we are. Oh, that's lovely. So you see, it's all about being together, isn't it? The Zooming, even if you're on the telephone, you've got that fellowship. And people always say to me about these times when I'm on live, it's all about connection. It's all about seeing people. It's all about having those little comments scrolling up and having your conversations while that's going round and round. So that's fabulous, isn't it? It is. It's really fab. And I don't know whether there's any way that people can, I don't suppose they can they, unless they're on Facebook, really. I don't. Oh, hello, Margaret Bowler. How's the book going, Margaret Bowler? For those of you that don't know, Margaret Bowler has a book. She's written a book about her life as a midwife in Colton, and it's just spectacular. Photographs are beautiful, and it's full of sad stories, amusing stories, and the money that she raises from that book isn't for herself. It's for Deborah, Debra, and I'm afraid, Margaret, I can't remember the name. It's a very long, complicated name. That the charity is that the money's being raised for, but those of you that know Margaret and know the commitment and the service that Margaret has put in, a great role model of service there. So I hope that's going well, Margaret, your wonderful book. And you can order one from Margaret, who is in the office at Myotonic Dystrophy. That's the one facing the wrinkly lettuce, I think. Mr. Cochrane, I can remember him from my Auntie Lowell's pregnancies. Oof. Ooh. He didn't mince his words, but yes, I'm keep interrupting myself looking at the remarks. So please do get a copy from my Myotonic Dystrophy office. I know that Margaret has put epidermolysis bullosa. There you go. It's there for you to see, and all the money that's raised from that book is going there. So please do. Born to serve. That's what Jesus was, born to serve, and we follow his example. And we see where we can serve. What is our part? What is our role in this house party of life? Where are we going to fit? How are we going to make a difference? How in these strange times? Because, Lordy, we won't see these times again, will we? Thank God, I say. Thank God. So rum do, to be sure, isn't it? It is. A rum do. It's called what I've just said, Tracy. And you can get one from Margaret, who's just up the road from you. She's put her address on here before, so she's just up the hill on the left hand side, just before the coal merchants or the fence merchant or something, isn't it, Margaret? Or you can give her a call, and I'm sure that worth every penny it is. No, he didn't stand on ceremony. My Auntie Lil went when she was pregnant with our Pam, and apparently the woman before her, he told her to go home and wash her feet. He weren't going to look at her until she'd washed her feet. Oh, dear. Hey. Yeah, I don't think he minced his words at all. And that's in the book. It is. Yeah, so you have to get the book and find out, won't you? You will. You'll have to get the book and have a little read. So what part are we going to play then in this wonderful house party of life? It might seem that there's not much of a role for us at the moment. And I thought that, and I struggled with that for the most part of last year, wondering how, why, what, and wherefore. But where there's a will, there's a way. And that's what we have to remember, isn't it? That when we choose to accept this invitation to life and, of course, to Jesus, then our lives will be different. Our lives will be the best version of who we can be. And that's a work in progress. We won't just wake up tomorrow and be perfect. No, we won't. But we will be better than we was yesterday and the day before and the day before that, because we're a work in progress. And that's what we have to remember. Perfection doesn't come. I don't believe we're going to see perfection this side of heaven. That's me. That's my personal statement. I think we're changed, because that's what the Bible tells us, from glory into glory. And then till in heaven we take our place, till we cast our crowns before thee, lost in wonder, love and praise. That'll be us in heaven. Yeah. How fabulous would that be? Till we cast our crowns before thee, lost in wonder. So we're changed from glory to glory, aren't we? Yeah, I remember the knit nurse. I do. It's a shame that they haven't got the knit nurse now, isn't it? Because they're so strong now, the knits, that we can't get rid of them, can we? Just have to use conditioner day after day after day until everything's slipped off. Sorry, too much detail, Wendy. Too much information. TMI. Till they slip off the eczema and slip off the hair. So, yeah, but I remember the knit nurse very, very well. And you always knew, didn't you, when somebody had got knits, because they'd have the lotion, that foul-smelling lotion that had been combed through the hair to help to kill them off. Never got rid of them, did you? Not really, she says. Yeah. Oh, bless you, Hyacinth. That would be lovely. Yeah. So I'm sure that for those of you who know where Margaret lives, you could do socially distanced buying one. You could go down to the office, socially distanced, of course. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know already. And you could get one from there. I don't know whether they're on Amazon. I've no idea, Tracy. I'm sure Margaret will, to be fair. I'm sure she'll have, she'll be able to tell you. Bless you. So do keep, she's a perfect example, is Margaret Bowler, of a life of service and serving. Perfect role model. Well, she's a role model to follow, our perfect role model. Bless. Lovely, Hyacinth. Really lovely. Hey, I've nearly finished my coffee. I bet you're all raring to go, aren't you? Those of you that have joined us for the 10 o'clock Zoom, do join us for that, you know, because it was a good service this morning, even if I do say so myself. Philip got a couple of songs in there as well, and it was just fab. So do join us. Do send your emails to Pat, or she's put her phone number on here again. If you want to dial in, you can do that now as well. And Lynn Faulkner did that, and Pauline Dickinson did that. So, you know, it does work. Yeah, it does work. Yeah, them little brown envelopes used to come out, didn't they, Lynn, saving for them knits? Everybody knew. what makes you laugh is most of us had the brown envelopes, didn't we? Most of us had the letters. Because you just couldn't get rid of them. You can't get rid of them now. Apparently, they're such a strong strain. They're just there, aren't they? Nothing can kill them. There you go. And as you can see, Pat's put her. Is that right, Pat? Does it not need a Y in? You spruits. Spruits at AOL. I think you need a Y in your spruits. Or maybe not. Maybe it just comes up like that. And her telephone number's on here as well, guys. So if you're watching at a later time, you know, we've just been thinking about today what our role might be in this house party of life, in this wedding, this celebration of life, and how we're going to, in these strange times, have any kind of role. Oh, it was Guide Camp 55 years ago that Margaret led me to know Jesus personally. Well done, Pat. So now we've got the correct email up, and that's fabulous. It's good to be with you all this morning. Once more, we're back again on Wednesday. And here's Margaret's phone number as well. Don't think that's quite right either, Margaret. So if you want to have another go, I'm perfectly happy for any information for anyone to go on here. So it just needs, it's 91Q. So you just need to change your, that's it, 9112662. There you go. Do contact Margaret. Do let her sell you. Because more and more books she sells, the better off the Deborah charity will be. Won't it? And you can play your part. Maybe that's your role for this moment in time, supporting more charities, making more phone calls, doing more emails, sending more text messages of encouragement. What is our role? Are we doing it justice? Are we serving as we should be? Helping us to be the best version of who we can be. Take good care, good people. That thought I'm going to leave you with. Born to serve. Jesus was the greatest servant of all. He was certainly born to serve. Where are our serving days going to be? What part will we play? Oh, it's more and more important that you stay home, you stay safe, and you stay well. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you and all those you love and care for. The Lord be gracious to you and give you his peace. And we ask for this blessing in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Amen. God bless. Stay safe.